Happy Thursday, everybody. 18 minutes after the hour, one more day to go. The weekend is here. News tracker shot coming in overnight from Sean down at Jamestown of the snow down in that direction and about 3/4 of an inch on the ground, at least across the Jamestown area last night, sticking mainly to the grassy areas. And it's sticking also at NT this morning, even along the canal. You can see kind of a whitish appearance there to the grassy area, the landscape, at least in the foreground. Most of that snow had already melted over the past couple days. As we take a look at it on radar, wet snow coming down across the region this morning. And, as Gordon noted, most of the roadways are just wet this morning. So I don't think you're going to encounter too many difficulties, at least for the morning commute. However, you may want to be cautious, at least on the bridges and the overpasses. If any of this is going to be sticking, obviously that's where it's going to happen. Down here to the south, we're seeing the precip cut out across the southern tier into the northern tier counties of PA. So things looking a little bit better toward the southern tier. Maybe a little bit of snow coming down on the eastern side of Allegheny County. We'll try to get a webcam shot out of Alfred, maybe coming up in the next hour or so in the wake-up show. But areas to the north, we're seeing that wet snow still continuing, maybe a little bit of rain mixed in the city and along the immediate lakeshore. And this stuff is going to be melting, even though it may be sticking in grassy areas right now in areas to the north. It's not going to last all day because temperatures should rise well above freezing this afternoon. Checking out the airport observations, the Dash SN at Niagara Falls down to Buffalo, Bradford, Wellsville, Dansville, Rochester means light snow. Some fog in the mix, too. The fog could be locally dense, especially in areas to the south of the city as you get down toward the southern tier. Thick fog being reported out at Erie, PA right now. Some light snow showers even up to the north at Toronto. So we have this sloppy, gloppy stuff coming down again for the morning commute today. 33 degrees, basically just cloudy at noontime, 36, and perhaps a few rain showers to wrap it up at 5 p.m. and reading well into the upper 30s. So let's check it out on the super microcast. The more widespread moisture scatters out getting into the afternoon. Maybe a few leftover rain and wet snow showers across the area as we wrap up the day, and we'll see more of that for the overnight period into tomorrow morning as well. Just some scattered stuff. And this stuff is not going to amount to much, at least during the overnight period. Perhaps maybe just a few slick spots, especially across some of the higher terrain. As we get into Friday afternoon, though, some drier air starts to work in here. So that means the clouds start to thin out across the region Friday afternoon. And that should set the stage for a pretty decent weekend heading our way. It's still going to be coolish, but pretty dry. As we check out the high temp forecast from the computer this afternoon, well, the computer's being optimistic here. It's calling for 40 degrees at the Falls this afternoon and into the low 40s in the North Towns, the Tonawanda, Amherst, Clarence, and Newstead. Pretty close to that at Batavia. A little bit chillier down here to the south with a little bit more of that wet snow still maybe in the mix this afternoon at Wellsville, 36. 40 degrees over toward Jamestown and around 40 degrees at Hamburg, Orchard Park, and West Seneca in the South Towns. So we're looking at some wet snow on most of the roadways this morning. By the time you get down to the I-86 here, though, basically just cloudy and some areas of fog, which could be locally dense in spots, and that may slow you down a bit. 31 at Buffalo right now, 33 from the Falls. We have a 30 at Wellsville and Jamestown, and 32 by the lake at Dunkirk. Forecast for today, snow showers this morning mixed with some raindrops along the lakeshore and up through the city, becoming scattered this afternoon, a little or no additional accumulation and a high between 36 to 40 degrees. Overnight, spotty snow and rain showers, and the lows down to 25 to 32, maybe a few slick spots overnight in the higher terrain. Tomorrow, scattered light rain, snow showers in the morning, some partial afternoon sun, 39 to 44 degrees. Looking better for the weekend. Saturday, partly sunny, mainly dry, 38 to 43, partly sunny on Sunday to wrap it up, and highs into the mid-40s. Next bout of rain and maybe even a mix heading our way Monday afternoon.